Party Bell, 290. 12 even Balthazar. 17's Glenna Girl. 920 Lady Mariner. 58's Pick a Bank. 14 Russian Dance, staying square at 73. So the favourite Party Bell. Jamie Innes, trained by Chris Waller at Foxton in New Zealand, has had a run in Australia, finished third at Kembla Grange back on the 11th of August on a heavy track behind Mighty Dane. And it's well supported here on the Toad Party Bell. She's a 5-year-old brown mare, lightly raced, only 6 starts. But they're moving in. Now, stage right even out of line. Party Bell about to move along. Staying square, Russian Dance, Balthazar and Pick a Bank. Now, this race reduced slightly in distance to 1585 metres. Section of the track there didn't allow the barrier stalls back to the 1600. Now, they're moving in well. This is the Jamie Whitney Class 1. And the favourite on the tote, Party Bell, $2.80, ahead of Home Team at $4.80. 1585, the journey of the first. Now Balthazar about to be let up. Pick a Bank is still out on Russian Dance. Home Team drawn down towards the inside, stands up. Now Iron Brew, the grey, is still back behind the stalls, as is Stage Right Even. Now Pick a Bank goes up towards the stalls. Dean Tonston stands up. Now they're set. Staying square, they're racing a good level start, although Lady Mariner went back to last when they hit the ground, and Russian Dance burst out of the gates to lead, followed by Iron Brew out wide going up, and Party Bell down towards the inside, staying square, followed by Stage Right Even and Balthazar in that group. Getting back behind those, Glenna Girl, followed by Home Team and Pick a Bank, and Lady Mariner last of all, as they sort themselves out and make that next turn and race down the back. They've got about 1200 to go, and the grey Iron Brew is the leader, followed by Russian Dance. Stage Right Even is third on the outside. Balthazar is next, followed by Party Bell, who's down towards the inside, settling well. A further break, then Staying Square. Then Glenna Girl, Lady Mariner starting a bit of a run, followed by Home Team. And Pick a Bank is last of all in the back straight, 900 metres out. Race 1 at Goulburn, at Iron Brew is doing it well, bowling along a length and a half in front of a Stage Right Even, followed then by Russian Dance, a neck off third. Further back behind those then with the run of the race, Party Bell, a neck off on the outside, Balthazar, followed by Staying Square. Then Lady Mariner, Glenna Girl, a break behind those, then Pick a Bank back second last, and last of all was Home Team. But as they race up towards the turn, 550 metres to go, and Iron Brew got away galloping boldly. Iron Brew kicked away about 3 in front. Stage Right Even going wide. Further back behind those, Russian Dance. Then Party Bell giving this leader a big start, and the next one behind those then Staying Square, a long break, Glenna Girl, followed then by Pick a Bank well back in the field as they race down with about 300 to go, and they've still got to get to this leader. Iron Brew is well clear at the 200. The rider has a peep over the shoulder, running on fairly well now was Party Bell down the centre, putting in a run. This leader drifting off the track, Iron Brew getting up along the inside now. Party Bell is coming quickly, but out towards the fence now. It's on the outside, Iron Brew in front, and Iron Brew, despite drifting right off the track, has won. Iron Brew first, Party Bell second, Stage Right Even third. In behind those then came Pick a Party. Further back in the field then came Home Team. Glenna Girl, Russian Dance pulling up quickly, Staying Square, Lady Mariner, and Balthazar was back towards the tail of the field. Well, it certainly drifted off in the straight, Iron Brew, but it had quite a bit in reserve. Number 3, the winner, Iron Brew, 9.30 and 2.40. 4 Party Bell, $1.30, and 2 Stage Right Even, $1.70. So the numbers should read 3.42, 3.42 on the first event. Number 3, the winner, Iron Brew, trained by John Morrissey, Matthew Carl, raced by Mr. C.W. Castledine, a 4-year-old grey gelding by Bellili out of Musical Mystery. And this gelding having his 13th start today, 2 wins and 3/3 now. 2 wins and 3/3. Yeah, drifted right off in the straight, finished towards the outside fence, but won quite comfortably at the finish. Number 4, Party Bell second. Jamie Innes, trained at Foxton, New Zealand by Chris Waller, by Oregon out of Garden Party. And number 2, Stage Right Even, trained by Adrian Owen at Rose Hill, Kimbell. A 7-year-old Bayer Brown gelding by Crazy Moon out of Vane Susan. 3.42, 9.32, 40 Iron Brew, $1.30 Party Bell, $1.70 Stage Right Even. That's the result. Race 1 at Goulburn.
Matthew Carl coming back there on Iron Brew over Party his family. Simon the Pieman 5.20, Great Fun 23, Millie Mook 14 and Mostique at 1.90 for race 2 at Goulburn. Due in 1 from now. They'll move in shortly. This race has been changed from 2019-50 as we take you now to Tony Campbell.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, mess up. A good level start. Capital Call down towards the inside. Got away well with Millie Mook and Goldport. Mostique out in the centre. Further back then, Great Fun. There's a race for the lead here. Out wide was Simon the Pimer. Not too far away was His Family. They're going helter-skelter as they race past the winning post. Short of one circuit to go. These leaders going a bit wide. It's Great Fun, the leader now, taken on by His Family, moving to second on the outside. Goldport got up along the inside to move to third, followed by Simon the Pimer, fourth on the outside. A further break, Millie Mook settling down centre field with the mouth opened. Then Ducks on the pond, followed by General Jackson and Mostique, and back behind those on the inside was Capital Call. The pace slackens as they race up the side and go towards the back. They've got about 1,350 metres to go, and Great Fun is the leader. Great Fun leads as they make that next turn. Getting to second was Simon the Pimer. Easing back to third was His Family, a half a length on the outside, General Jackson. Back behind those, Mostique between runners up on the outside. Going around the field now was Ducks on the pond, followed by Goldport on the inside, and a further break behind those, Millie Mook, and Capital Call is last of all in the back straight as they race past the 1,000 metre mark, and there's another leader here, Ducks on the pond. Ducks on the pond has raced away to lead by about two, Simon the Pimer. Now His Family is gaining ground out wide, followed by General Jackson. Ridden hard down towards the inside, Great Fun, followed by Mostique, who's well back on the outside of Goldport. A further break as they leave the back and race down the side was Millie Mook at a length and a half. Then Capital Call is last of all, 700 metres out, and Ducks on the pond is the leader. Keeping in close contact was Simon the Pimer. In behind those, General Jackson running on, followed by His Family. Mostique is giving these leaders a start as they race towards the turn. Then Goldport further back behind those. Then Millie Mook, followed by Capital Call. And Great Fun is last of all. They're fanning wide as they swing for home. 400 metres to go. Ducks on the pond is the leader. On the outside, Simon the Pimer. Back behind those, then Millie Mook. And giving the leaders a big start under a lot of pressure. Mostique, I don't think, can win from there, although he's making up a bit of ground now. And General Jackson sticking to the inside, but Simon the Pimer out very wide. Simon the Pimer raced up and hit the lead, and now Millie Mook down the outside. It's Simon the Pimer in front near the line, and Simon the Pimer too good. Now a good go for the Miners out wide. Millie Mook in the centre. Ducks on the pond and General Jackson. A good go for the Miners. Back behind those, Mostique, never really a chance, followed by Goldport, a long break, Capital Call. Then Great Fun and His Family was last. The local galloper Simon the Pimer at $6.50 and $2 even. Always kept in close contact. Well, the first two races, you've got to be up or near the lead. That favourite Mostique got a long way back, and taking a line through the first two races here today on the track, I think you've got to be up or near the lead, in the lead or near the lead. You can't give start on this track this afternoon so far on the first two races. Millie Mook down the outside fence ran on well. Ducks on the pond battled on, and General Jackson. But I think you'll find that Millie Mook will get second. So Simon the Pimer will be first. Out wide, Millie Mook will get second. And Ducks on the pond, number 4, will get third. But at 6 and a photo, Simon the Pimer is the winner of the race. Now it's trained by James Kay at Goulburn, raced by JC and Mrs. AC Kay. A 5-year-old bay gelding by Samires out of Decilo Lass has now had 20 starts for 3 wins, 2 seconds and 2 thirds. So looking at the Fries here, Simon the Pimer, a clear-cut winner. Now second will go, I believe, to Millie Mook out very wide. Yeah, 684. 684 the numbers. Millie Mook second, ridden by Ray Silburn, trained by Bernie Connell at Bateman's Bay. And to number 4, Ducks on the pond, trained by Libby Maxwell at Braidwood, third. So the numbers are official. 684, Simon the Pimer, Millie Mook, Ducks on the pond. Fourth, number 1, General Jackson. And 9 finished fifth, that being Mystique. A length and a quarter by a head, a length and a quarter ahead, 207.32, 207.32. As we watch the head-on shot, they're fanning fairly wide here. It's Ducks on the pond in the centre, Millie Mook in the green and black out very wide, and Simon the Pimer. Okay, that's the result of race 2. We'll have more from Goulburn. Back for the call of race 3, that race at 1:48 as the winner returns.
Well done. Thank you very much, Mitch Newman coming back. Race 1 at Tamworth.
And Kevernell and River Wild is last of all, but as they race up towards the turn, 550 metres to go, and the leader was Zimitar out wide. Running on was Come On Stumpy, followed then by the Prune. A further break to join, followed by Kayla, then River Wild and Don Zip and Kevernell as they swing for home, 400 metres to go, and Come On Stumpy is going it after the leader now. Zimitar down the outside. River Wild is putting in a run, and in between those was the Prune. Many chances racing down towards the 200. 600. Out very wide, it's River Wild and the Prune. They're drawing clear to fight it out. The Prune is the one though. The Prune burst through, hit the lead. River Wild and joined down the outside, but the Prune is too good. The Prune has beaten River Wild. Now Kayla third, followed then by Joined, and the next one was Zimitar, followed further back in the field Don Zip and Kevernell, and Come On Stumpy pulled up very quickly after crossing the line. Number 3, the Prune, trained by F.S. Cleary, 251.40, River Wild 230, and 4 Kayla $4.70. So the numbers should read 3, 9 and 4 following the third event of the day. Now the Prune is winning double to Mitch Newman. He's riding in great form, this young boy. He won the previous race on Simon the Pieman. The Prune was always travelling comfortably behind the leaders, and the Prune is raced by R.H. Parks, W.R. Hall, B. Martin, D.J. Solomon, and Mrs. S.P. Cleary, the wife of the trainer Frank Cleary. And the Prune has now had 20 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds and 4 thirds. The Prune on the tote, 251.40, River Wild 230, and Kayla to return $4.70. River Wild is trained at Maruya by Mark McDonald, Ray Silburn, and Kayla trained at Warwick Farm by Gary Nixon. John Ferraro was the rider there. 394, following the running of the third event. All credit to the winner, the Prune. The Prune is a 4-year-old bay gelding by Paris Opera out of Startane, a Centane mare. And as I said, has now had 20 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds and 4 thirds. As Mitch Newman brings the Prune back following the running of the third event, giving Mitch a winning double. As I said, he won the previous race on Simon the Pieman. He's, I think he's down to about 1.5 kilos now, or is it 2.5 kilos? Yester. Over there at the 1,000. Now the line is just about set. Shelby County goes in. All set. They're racing a fairly good level start, and getting out very well and landing out in front there was Tabloid, who's going very, very quickly to lead. And not too far away was Verdi's Best, followed by Another Desire, Shelby County. They're fairly tightly bunched behind the leader, and Royal Fiesta's getting up along the inside. More Often is drifting back in the field, followed by Wampra Bob and Nettle and Screekers last of all. They're flying as they race past the 600-metre mark, where the leader was Tabloid. Now out wide, Jabberwocky, who was hidden between runners, is moving up on the outside, followed by Another Desire. In behind those, Curious Cove, followed then by Pleasure's Mine, and Royal Fiesta down towards the inside as they swing for home, followed by Shelby County, and More Often is going very wide as they race down with about 350 metres to go. And the leader was Tabloid, hands and heels by Tony Marnie. Tabloid is nicely clear. More Often running on late down the outside. Jabberwocky's battling on, followed then by Another Desire, who's getting up along the inside, but Tabloid is the leader. Another Desire tries hard, but Tabloid, driven to the line, wins it well. Tabloid has beaten Another Desire. Now third, Jabberwocky, followed then by More Often a Good Run first up. In behind those, Wampra Bob, Royal Fiesta, Nettle and Screek. Then Verdi's Best. Back behind those, Pleasure's Mine, Shelby County. And pulling up quickly was Curious Cove. That was a keenly contested race. Tabloid is the winner, number 3, ridden by Tony Marnie. A $3.70, $1.60. Another Desire, a good run, $2.70. That was that Galloper's first run, that Gelding's first run. Also Another Desire, trained by Danny Williams here at Goulburn, a good run. And a Jabberwocky, resuming from a spell, will get third. It was ridden by Brett Johnson, ridden by John Britton, but Tabloid put the writing on the wall with a good run here at Goulburn last start. Tabloid is trained by David Mills at Warwick Farm, raced by CR and Dr. D.P. Moses, J. Zwain, J.S. Haddad, and R.A. Boutros. A 4-year-old bay gelding by Coronation Day out of Nakiska, a Grosvenor mare. Tabloid, $3.70, $1.60. Another Desire, $2.70, a good run. And Jabberwocky, $2.10. That's the result of race 4, the Tynan Motors End Tyres and Geldings Maiden Handicap. Now race 5 today, it's the Mitch Newman Class 2 Handicap. Take out 1, the Prune, 2, French Love. There are no riding changes. I'll be back for the call of race 5 at 3 o'clock.
Righto, good on you.
More red drawn an inside gate. That was a good level start. Bellegardia went back to the tail of the field when they hit the ground, ridden hard, more red down towards the inside. There's a great charge for the lead, and also Rokadara, Abinell in that leading group, followed further back behind those Il Padrone and Broker's Point not too far away when they sort themselves out. Further back behind those, Herodale, followed by Basita, and Bellegardia last of all as they settle down and race down the side. Inside the 600 now, Pocket of Dreams showing good speed, shot around the field and broke away with a big lead. It's Pocket of Dreams the leader, followed then by Abinell. Il Padrone not too far away. Broker's Point and Rocadara sneaking up along the inside. In behind those then Cocky Raider as they swing for home, followed by Herodale and well back Bellaguardia and Basita in the straight, racing down with about 300 to go. Pocket of Dreams is the leader out very wide. Il Padrone is running on in between those. No, there's one coming down the outside, Bellaguardia, and Cocky Raider down towards the inside. There's many chances. Broker's Point out very wide. Bellaguardia is flying. Bellaguardia is the one. Missed the jump. Last out, first home. Bellaguardia first. Now second close we had Broker's Point and Cocky Raider more back behind those more red. Never really a chance. Followed then by Il Padrone Basita. Pulling up quickly there was Herodale, Abinell, Rocadara and Pocket of Dreams. Well, Bellaguardia, Mitch Newman winning his own race. That was the Mitch Newman Class 2, and Bellaguardia with a scorching run right down the outside, and that's 3 wins to Mitch Newman this afternoon. Number 11, Bellaguardia, trained by his master Gary Portelli at Warwick Farm, and is raced by D and M Bellino, F.E. Ferrari, G Portelli and G Martino. A 4-year-old brown mare by Bellotto at a Family Guardian. That race was called after Mitch because Mitch was the leading apprentice here at Goulburn last season, and has come down the outside with a swamping run. 11, Bellaguardia, a 4-year-old brown mare by Bellotto out of Family Guardian. Now second looks like number 5, Broker's Point, just ahead of Cocky Raider. I'd suggest number 8, and Il Padrone will be close up behind those in 4th place. Bellaguardia, Mitch, 6 of 8 here, and the race over 1,000 metres. They're racing now. Slowly away was Flatten Out, went back to the tail of the field, and Cherry Vale Lass is back second last when they hit the ground, and Select Edition is showing speed, taken on now by Bezalel showing speed, and down towards the inside was Dentley. Further back behind those the Manageress, followed by Royal Imperialist going up 3 and 4 ride. Back behind those Public Profile. Further back behind those then came down towards the inside Catch Me Kate, but as they sort themselves out now, and Bezalel is doing it well out in front. In second place Select Edition, Royal Imperialist third, 3 wide, followed by the Manageress down towards the inside. Back behind those as they race towards the turn was Public Profile, Art and Class and Catch Me Kate, followed by Dentley well back with Steffi Bay, and Box of Chocolates down towards the inside, followed by the Manageress. And as they race down with about 300 to go now, he's got to go for Bezalel on the outside. Royal Imperialist is running on, followed by Select Edition and the Manageress closer down towards the inside, but well inside the 200, and Bezalel is well clear. Battling on now was Public Profile, but it's all Bezalel. Bezalel has beaten Public Profile. Royal Imperialist third, followed by the Manageress, Art and Class. Then Cheeky Atlantis, followed by Box of Chocolates, Little Cove. Catch Me Kate well back, followed by Cherry Vale Lass, Never a Chance. In behind those then Select Edition, followed by Steffi Bay, Dentley and Flatten Out, one of the last to cross the line. 8, 10, 14 will be the numbers. 8 the winner Bezalel. Bobby Alyssa 391.70. 10 Public Profile 440. And 14 Royal Imperialist $6.60. The numbers should read 8, 10 and 14. Got to the lead, showed good speed. Bezalel is raced by G.A. Campbell, a familiar name. G.A. Campbell, a 3-year-old Bayer Brown filly by Potter McQueen out of Hollow Start, trained at Rose Hill by Tony Carrot Kitsanis, and Bobby Alyssa was the winning rider. 7, we'll stand by for second, number 10, Public Profile, trained by Catherine Brax at Randwick, Cavallo, and 14 Royal Imperialist. Archie Turner Queenby and the trainer Greg Farrer was the rider there. 8, 10, 14 Bezalel, $3.90, $1.70, 440 Public Profile, and Royal Imperialist at $6.60. That's the result of race 6, and we'll come back for the call of race 7 at 12 minutes past 4.
Okay, thank you very much to Tony there. Nice win, Bell.
Alarm there somewhere. The bells are ringing in the background, but there's no starters yet. Now the light is on, and the starter has a final look over the line. Just about set. A big field, and away they go. Now Safari down towards the inside, and Mr. Burns got the best of it. Ridden Hard Exclusive Javal. Pour the Drinks is going up towards the lead, and further back behind those then Gently Brave. And getting back as they sort themselves out, Matcham, followed by Tagori. Getting back to about third last was Our Sartsa, followed further back Supreme Harvest. And Dancing Willow down towards the inside as last of all. A good turn of speed on. And it's Mr. Burns on the inside, about 3/4 of a length in front of Glorious Lover. Now Pour the Drinks is in that group, followed further back to Alco Brave. Further back in a group of horses there was Exclusive Cheval, followed then further back in the field Matcham, followed further back as they raced down the side Gently Brave, followed by Supreme Harvest, and down towards the inside was Our Sartzer and Dancing Willow last of all. The big field races down the side. Mr. Burns is the leader. Glorious Lover moves up on the outside. In behind those Pour the Drinks, Exclusive Cheval is moving to third. Further back behind those then came Safari, and a long break behind those as they race towards the turn. Next was Matcham, and Alco Brave is just up ahead of those, but as they swing for home, they've got about 400 metres to go, and the leader, Glorious Lover, darted away at the top of the straight, hands and heels. Exclusive Cheval is battling on, followed by Safari down towards the inside. Then Pour the Drinks, and Tagori's coming down the outside with a big run. He's got to go for Glorious Lover. Safari on the inside has darted through to hit the lead. Tagori's running on fairly well, and then Our Sartzer, but Safari is the one. Safari raced well clear inside the final 50, and it's all Safari. Safari first, Glorious Lover second. Now Tagori third, Our Sartzer fourth. Exclusive Cheval, followed by Alco Brave and Pour the Drinks. Then Supreme Harvest, followed by Dancing Willow. Mr. Burns pulled up quickly, followed by Gently Brave, and Matcham was the last one across the line. Safari right up along the inside, 8.90 and 3.10. Safari is the winner, and well ridden too by Aaron Huke. Glorious Lover wanted to race about a bit in the straight, was a little bit erratic, Glorious Lover, but it was a good run, second run in a race. Safari is trained at Rose Hill by Oliver Kuhlman, raced by Dr. G. Fromberg, a 4-year-old bay mare, Imperial Prince, out of Island Surf, and Safari was having her 8th start today. It was a maiden win, of course, 1 win and a third prior to today, but won very, very well indeed from one Glorious Lover, Jamie Whitney, trained by Wayne Davey. Now, well, close for third, I thought, Tagori, but number 13, Our Sartzer, is not all that far away, so I'll stand by for the third number. 8 the winner, Safari, 8.90, 3.10, Glorious Lover, $1.80, close for third, Tagori and Our Sartzer, who was on the outside. 8-1 and a photo following the running of race 7, the Goodyear Maiden Handicap. We should have those numbers officially in a moment. The last event today, race 8. It's the day where Class 1 Handicap take out 1 Cherokee Miss, number 1, along with 16, 17, 18. The late male in this race is number 2, Mine Eyes, and there are no riding changes. Now, is it a photo? This is the last. Blue Hombre goes up, big field. Mine Eyes stands up well. Waterford Lad, Bells of Fire, and Caboida. They're set. Starter goes up. 1,200 metres the journey. This is race 8, Goulburn. Gates open. Oh, missing it badly there was Aceto Chances. Dwelt when they hit the ground, and showing good speed was Brother Mick and Blue Hombre on the outside. Jovial Gallon, Dreams of Gold down towards the inside is not too far away, nor is Caboida as they sort themselves out. Waterford Lad up in that leading group. On settling down as they leave the back and race down the side. Brother Mick just in front of Caboida. Blue Hombre, Dreams of Gold, followed by Waterford Lad. Spirit of the Roses running about 6th or 7th. Further back behind those, gaining ground was Bells of Fire, followed by Aceto Chances, and Jovial Gal is in that group of horses, followed by Dinara. Further back behind those, Ogon Bay a long way back, and further back behind those, Mine Eyes, followed further back to Lethbridge second last, and Royal Office last of all, as they race up towards the turn. 4.50 to go, and Brother Mick darted away around the turn. Brother Mick is going very strongly. Blue Hombre is in second place, going wide, followed by Spirit of the Rose, then Caboida and Dreams of Gold, and back behind those, Bells of Fire, followed by Danorama down the outside as they race down towards the 200. Brother Mick is the leader. Blue Hombres tries hard, followed by Danorama, but it's still Brother Mick the leader with about 150 to go. Blue Hombre is running on, and Danorama down the outside, but Brother Mick is clear, flying near the line now. Blue Hombre, Blue Hombre, Blue Hombre got up on the line to beat Brother Mick. Danorama out wide, may have got third. Spirit of the Roses next, followed by Mine Eyes, then Bells of Fire, Ogon Bay, a break behind those, Dreams of Gold, followed by Royal Office, pulling up quickly, Jovial Gal, then Waterford Lad, Lethbridge, and one of the last to cross the line, Aceto Chances. Well, it was home to the world, Brother Mick, until the last few bounds when Blue Hombre, ridden by Bobby Alyssa, has grabbed it. You would have been getting in the queue to collect on Brother Mick in that last race, but it got very, very tired. It darted away at the top of the straight. Blue Hombre was always prominent, but just watching the replay, with about 100 metres to go, you would bet any money that Brother Mick was home, but then Bobby Alyssa got to work on the grey. Blue Hombre loomed up, put the bib in front, right on the line, and Blue Hombre has beaten now Has Brother Mick got second? I think he may have. But Danorama out wide has made it very interesting. But it does look as though, well, there's no doubt about the winner. 3, Blue Hombre is the winner. Bobby Alyssa. Maybe number 6, Brother Mick second. Grant Buckley. And we'll stand by. Danorama was out wide on the track. Tony Cavallo. Blue Hombre, the winner. $8.80 for the win and $2.60 for the place. $8.80 and $2.60 for Blue Hombre. Now, Brother Mick was home to the world, as they say. Home to the world, but it wasn't meant to be. The winner, Blue Hombre, as I said, won at big odds at Gundagai, its previous start. It's trained by Jim Scobie, Bobby Alyssa, raced by Miss K.M. Blay and J.W. Scobie, a 6-year-old grey gelding by Pluveet out of Merry Moles. Now, second, I think Brother Mick has held on, trained by Neville Cox at Rosehill, Grant Buckley. It's a 6-year-old gelding by our Paddy Boy out of Repan. And the other one there, Danorama. Paul Stellier, Rosehill, Tony Cavallo, Danorama by Dane Hill out of Campbell Fever. Yes, well, that was a good win by Blue Hombre. Was running up in the first 3 on settling down. Brother Mick darted away at the top of the straight and the supporters were getting in the queue, but it got very, very tight over the last few metres, and Blue Hombre, desperately ridden by Bobby Alyssa, has grabbed it close to the line, and Danorama, the widest runner in the green sleeves and the white cap, made up good ground and possibly got third. But we'll stand by and confirm the numbers as the winner, Blue Hombre, trained by Jim Scobie at Gundagai, ridden by Bobby Alyssa. I think that's a winning double to Bob, I'm not too sure. Just having a quick look through the book here. May or may not be. OK, but there it is. There's Blue Hombre, Bobby Alyssa returning following the running of the last race. I'll send the official numbers down the line as soon as they become available.
Well done. Thank you very much to our good friend Tony Campbell there. And I think it's just a winning ride only for Bobby Alyssa there today. Blue Hombre in that final event. No, a big...